Welcome and welcome. Hey guys, welcome back to this week's video. Today we're gonna be doing I'm at the asshole. I already have the page put up. We know how we write folks, and I don't pick out these stories ahead of time. I just pick the what I find I want to read. I just go and read. That's how I function. So today we're gonna be reading I'm at the asshole for I'm at the ask for calling out house cats who didn't actually stay. Must my phone over here so I don't get that track sack. My daughter and her husband just moved in with me to save money. They were living in a town that his family lives in. His house, his hometown, so his family sad to see him go. His parents fought after them the weekend they moved back. That was cool. I figured they were just staying close to them for the weekend to say their last goodbyes, and had not been. I got home on Wednesday after work and found out they had been invited themselves to stay in my house. I didn't really know them. I've only met them 3 times or so, and this is the only second time they have been to my house. They talked about how they wanted to stay at my house instead of getting a hotel. I didn't know what to say, so I went to bed early that night and told my daughter I wasn't happy and wanted to know what their parents were the next day. They stepped in the yawns and stepped into 10 a.m. The yawns it is center of the house next to the kitchen. We were tiptoeing around until they got up. I had to speak to them about boundaries, and although they nodded and made the right sounds, I got the message they felt like I was being unfair. They even said that they would let me stay at their house if it was the other way around. And the mother started crying about how much she was worried about her full grown adult son and was fearing for him. She explained that she does thought I would understand because I'm a mom too. I explained that I didn't see things the same way. They do, they do, and I felt like I lost control of my house. They fully took over the kitchen the night before, and not to mention again, they were not invited. They invited they invited themselves. I don't know what happened from here, but I don't see this being the yes issue I have with them. I want to support my daughter and her husband, but I never agreed to let his parents use my house to visit him or anything like that. The situation is outgoing on their part, or am I impulsive and mean? I mean, this is your house, and the fact that you have to tiptoe around your house, that's you going your house tiptoeing. One day, just invite them and say, "Oh, I'm gonna stay here." No, you. I don't think you. Also, I think you're alright to like put your like foot down. Okay, now this way. Let's see. Let me read. Like I don't need to ask here. I just think you're like I think they're okay, like they just invite themselves in. Now I must read this one. I might have asked for refusing to share my homemade bread with a neighbor who complained about the noise of making it. I, 26, female, am incredibly passionate about baking. Sourdough bread. Recently, I took a step forward and invest in a homemade grain mill so I can make my own flour. It makes a massive difference in the quality of the bread. But the mug is a bit loud because I live in an apartment. I try to be mindful of the noise. I only use it for a few times at a time, uh, until right in the middle of in the middle of the afternoon. No, or in the morning or late at night. A few weeks ago, my old older neighbor knocked on my door to complain about the grating noise coming from my place. I apologized and explained what it was, and saw her. I only wanted about 5 to 10 minutes at most to smooth things over. I even bought her a fancy baked loaf of sour bread the next day. She told me she enjoyed it afterwards and thanked me for it. Then Since then, this neighbor has currently knocked on my door when I was his mother bread baking, asking if I have any spares. I usually don't mind saving, so I gave her 2 more loaves over the past month. Yesterday, I was graining, I was graining, smoking grain at 2 p.m. On a Saturday, my neighbor knocked again, but this time she was frustrated. She told me the noise was incredibly disruptive and asking me to asking ask, asked me to stop doing it entirely. I told her that doing that making a puppy process to make the bread, and I couldn't stop. But we tried that it only lasts a few minutes during the day. She then asked me if I was baking today. When I told her I was, I also mentioned that since she would complain about the milking sound after knowing what happens to create, I won't bother giving her any more of that product from those sounds, the bread. She is now telling other people in our building that I'm petty and unneighborly, and is trying to complain to her landlord about the noise. My tif- my symph- my oh no. Other My significant other thinks I should have just given her under the bed to keep the peace, but I don't have to reward someone for complaining a about reasonable daytime activity. Am I the asshole? No, because this is how you make the bread. Go, if I was you, I'll be tossing people for this. Go, like I have to buy all the products and you guys can eat it. No, everybody can pay for it. But I don't think the asshole here. I just think like if you did tell her, hey, like this is what I'm doing, like this is why I'm making too much noise. I just think you did the right thing from your side, and now see this a bit asshole about this. So let's read this one. This one says, "Am I the asshole who didn't go see doing with Owens for St. Patrick's Day?" It sounds like St. Patrick. Let me see. Like, even like St. Patrick is next week on Tuesday, the 17th. Okay, so this was posted 7 hours ago. So okay, so this is just before like St. Patrick's Day. Okay, there's only to like. I'm Canadian, but currently living in Ireland with my Irish partner. I have friends from Canada visiting Ireland for St. Augustine Day. They were there with a group of their friends who I haven't met until this trip from the United States. I met up with them on the trip to show them around. We were talking about their plans for St. Patrick's Day, and one of the American girls asked me about the weather and well it would be too cold for her outfit. She saw me for what she was planning to wear. A polite Owen crop top and skirt set, which was very cute. I told her she probably doing what Owens giving the Canadian that is in Ireland that green is the only color one. She said she knows everybody wears green, so she wanted to wear orange in order to stand out. That is a positive fact too. I tried to explain why that is 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 without giving a whole history lesson. She wouldn't listen and said I'm being continually continuing and gatekeeping. I think I'm Bill because I nephew I'm basically in doing the emphasize and don't want her to no goose that stand out. My friends said I was stunned by her reaction and they apologized on her behalf. Okay, before I continue reading the story. Okay. Well, I'm getting so far that you told her. Look, I agree with you so far. I agree that green is what's really real. For like, if, like I don't know if you guys do this, but like if you, I don't think everybody does it. Like if you don't wear green, like you like have to pin some. Like that's so like you can pin some because it's like so that I guess that the fact that let's continue and see what else we find. I was just trying to give her a heads up, but maybe I don't know what was you wanted. I'm at the asshole. Okay, this one has an update. Okay, update. This wanted to provide more context and this got more popular than I was expecting. I didn't tell her secret with Owens or that something bad was going to happen. I just said she may get some funny nooks or drunk people might say something, so I would probably avoid it. I did try to provide as much history context as possible and appropriate for the corp setting without going too deep into a rabbit hole and consider recompensi Kukumobile by herself. I said there's always some on the American abroad to see may want to avoid drawing more attention to that. She's feeding me what she next. They're going out in Bedfield best fast, so I prefer innocent. Assuming it might even more be committed with orange up there. I'm not going with them, so honestly don't care what serious. I just thought I was going to do the right thing by giving her a heads up. But maybe I didn't let it be alone. I don't think so. I just think like you were just giving her an update and you not update, you giving her a heads up, like people might look at you like funny. Like you that was all you were doing. I don't think you're the asshole. But I want an update on this. I really do. I might be taking an update for this one. Let me just save this. Cause I want update for this. Okay. This one cost my 10. Like this one, oh, but never mind. That like, okay, okay. This one is another one that I was going and I saw it. And I was like, oh, I want to read this. So I might have asked her for complete cutting off my girlfriend after 3 years because she couldn't handle me multitasking usually. Yes. I don't know what happened. But we can't read it. But I right now read the asshole. But this weird maybe he's out. I don't know. I 22 male was in a relationship. Oh, was. Oh. I 22 male was in a relationship with my girlfriend 21 female for about 3 years. We're both intervally students studying and we met when we first arrived. Okay, so you guys from different states who okay, I get. Since we were both new in a foreign country, we became very close and eventually started dating. During during the first year of uni, things were great. The yoga wasn't too bad, so I had time to hang out with her a lot. We were going to the cafeteria together, we were going to see, take small tips, and spend a lot of time together. I always tried to treat her well and make her feel secure. If something bothered her, I was concerned. I even blocked Phil. I I I even blocked girls she felt uncomfortable with that to avoid problems. Okay, so far, I don't know what the situation like. You block girls if you're gonna put it, she told you I don't like the people, or what was he could have arrived and yeah, but continue reading. I can look everywhere but the camera. I'm like that, y'all. I can't focus well. Well, this is my turn, so I can do what I want. So, we'll continue. Okay. Teen Saints in the second year when we met, met, you started getting much harder. Okay, so you're in medical school. You're in medical. Okay, so well, you studying for medical. Okay, much started getting much harder. Before the year began, I sat her down and explained that I would need to focus more on studying and might have less free time, but I would still be there for her when she needed me. Okay, you gave her a heads up. Okay, let's see. That the change I made was small. I just started taking classes more seriously and used my free time on campus to study instead of always leaving to go to the cafeteria. But she got very upset about it and started saying I wasn't spending enough time with her. She expected me to be available almost all the time, which started causing fights. It almost became a problem where I made friends. I became close with another guy on campus because we had the same interest, games, music, etc. But she hated it, but I tried to push me to stop talking to him. She even tried to speak bad about me to him behind my back. Like so far, she sounds like the a-hole. I'm just sorry. She also caused a youth fight over a female classmate who was my research group head. We usually only talked about notes and research work, but she still made a big issue. The final talk happened in Tokyo. I participated in a college debate competition with two girls on my team, and we actually won. I came back excited on the news, but instead she started yelling at me and saying things like "Go marry them" and "Oh, go f them" and have kids with them. I was so tired and frustrated. I just wanted to stay my clo- my close ones that I won the competition. And then I had to hear a yell of crap from her. I finally broke my patience and blocked her from from my whole life. Now I wrote her on campus and don't interact with her. She is crying all the time and telling me she cannot be without me. She is trying to make her friends come and tell me that she needs me and cannot live without my presence. And it's shocking with union stuff. I'm at the ask of blocking and removing from my life after everything that happened. Okay, but you guys do you get like I'm not really book up or not like okay. So I'm like it, did you guys pick up it doesn't really say if you guys broke up or not. Like did you pick up with them like or you just like I feel like you I don't know if you the asshole or not. I'm like 50-50. Like you just sat there and be quiet and I tell like you get yes you did tell her hey look this is gonna happen and I can tell that she's also the ass like she is the ass like she was talking bad about you to the other dude and then she like I feel like she was jealous and so that I feel like she's very insecure about other females. That is my understanding. I could be wrong on that. You guys tell me. You guys tell me in the comment below if I was wrong on that. Okay. So, hey, Dylan says I might have asked her for changing my name after my divorce. Posting a doorway because my ex-husband's family knows my main account. Names have been changed for privacy. I, 30 female, have been married to my husband, 33 male, who we will call Take, for 10 years. We dated for 5 prior to that, so 15 years together, altogether. We met at a common book of convention, and we both dated in college games. Video games and all things naughty. I thought our marriage was great until I learned it wasn't. Our divorce was finalized at the beginning of the year. because I found out that he had been seeing me with an 18-year-old at his job for about 6 months. Okay, 33, 18. Okay, I get sees the girls or it's 18, but during the like this girl came this first year out of high school. Like I'm continuing, you guys. So like if you doesn't come so far, I'm gonna just continue. When I confronted him, I told him I wanted divorce. He fought, he cried, he breathed, he begged for therapy. I said no. Teen is a after it said he said teen is an ultimate ground for ending the reality for me. I've always held the sense that for me, once that trust is broken, there's no getting back at it. Two, he's a man in his toys messing with an 18-year-old. Our brains, our brains aren't even fully developed at that age, and it's close to me. I get where he's coming from. And this girl still first year out of 18. Like this 18 was his first year out of high school, right? She's in the world for the first time, and now like I mean like it feels like you're a bit older, like maybe like 20s, like 2021. Okay, that's fine. To me, that's fine. But 18, no, I don't think so. So we divorced. I made the decision to change my name after the divorce with his pain and the real, because I don't want to be connected with him even by name. I hope I heard through the grapevine he was going to depressed during after the divorce. That's not on me to fix. I hope he gets help, but other than that, I lost my hands of him. I mean, to be honest, that has nothing to do with you. That's on him. Like he the one that did the thing. He's the one that did this. So like, let's continue. He found out about the taint's name from someone in our old friend group and broke down. He drove to my apartment at 2 a.m. Scream, crying that I didn't raise what we had to each other. So we are nothing to each other now. The police were called by my neighbor because he was so loud and apparently he had been drinking prior to driving to my apartment. So he got drunk driving toss on top of this oil content and tracking an officer in the yard. Now I'm getting texts from his friends and family that I do not change my name because I knew he was in a depressed state and my accent put him off the edge. I blocked their number, but new ones popped up with the same thing that is my fault, and I just tried to work things out with them or call him help. So where am I the assholes? And then after people, sorry for Spain and karma, and then now my native Yemenis. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the door. You're not the asshole. Take what that was his name, fake name. Yeah, take the asshole. Okay, one, he did it. Two, you have no control how he feels because he don't want to be the pest and thought that doing that is what was you. But no, you know what? I'm doing this. I think you had every right to block the number and move on and change your name. You're not the asshole. You're not. So, um, okay, I'm trying to find more. I know I too like always be prepared, but like, okay. Oh my god, this is so like. So yeah, like I'm writing one more and like, okay, okay. So I'm gonna read this one. Right, the thing with the last stories I read. This one says I'm at the asshole because I refuse to forgive my nephew. So I, 36 female, have a nephew, 5 male that's a year sick. He constantly breaks into my room while I'm eating and steals snacks, toys, etc. Whenever I tell his parents about it, they never off. The day I saw him playing on my board game in the living room, I went to my room. The second was truly gone. Horror and behold it was. And when I was taking it back from him, or I tell his parents, my older brother and sister-in-law said that it was made cause easy between me and them. From contact, there have been tentative period in the case, and while I do get that not everything needs whooping. He's killing his own birds. He's been killing his own birds, being his sister. See, his sister bruises and Brady. He bullied other kids, hit me on my birthday and said, and left a scar. Hit my sister 35 female on the face with a sword, cursing at my parents who he's lived under their roof, and then nothing and does any more terrible deeds than I care to mention at the moment. Well, I do understand tentative period and how it works. That Sandy disabled him and blaming everybody else. The last time he stole my gun, they said, and I quote, why didn't you knock your door? Girl, so full of asshole. But continuing. For noise, my brother clearly saw his son carrying the board on video. However, parents the other kids because they were the ones that informed a 5-year-old that there were eggs in the cage. The parents are completely ignorant to his behavior and refuse to make it better. Everybody else is saying me to be the bigger person however, one can only let it be done. Go, you're not the asshole here. I feel like it's the parents' fault. If you have the kids in him, or he keeps doing this, and look at the things he said. He hit on your birthday. It's a scar. Here your sister on the face of the shoe. Cursed at your parents, who he's living under their roof, and the other things is bad, and they're not doing anything. They're the asshole. You're not. Okay, so leave in the comments what you guys think, and I'll be back with more videos. Bye.